Welcome to the Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Alex Kozora. Yesterday, the NFL adopted new playoff overtime rules that will permit both teams to have at least one possession in the extra quarter. Some love the idea, some hate it, and it's usually a matter of how much your team has been burned by it over the years. Bills fans are probably a lot happier than Chiefs fans right now. I admit I don't really have any strong takes or feelings on the OT format. Whatever they decide, I can live with. But I do have a strong opinion over one aspect of overtime. Whatever format they want, it needs to be 15 minutes. Starting in 2017, the league switched from 15 to 10-minute overtime quarters, I suppose in the interest of player safety. But all I see it doing is increasing the chance of ties, the worst outcome of a football game. And that's data driven too. From 2000 to 2016, a 17 season span, there were just 7 NFL ties. Since the 2017 change, the last 5 seasons, there's been 5 ties, one every year except for 2017, and there was nearly a 6th in last year's finale between the Raiders and Chargers. The one thing I hope we can all agree on is ties suck. The end of the game is just blah, and it messes with the standings and how easy it is to map out playoff implications down the stretch. It all just looks bad. The NFL's decision and desire to give both teams more chances to keep the game going, starting with their initial change of a field goal not ending the game in 2017, has only increased these tie numbers. Of course, for yesterday's rule change in playoff football, ties aren't of any concern, but it's happening too often in the regular season. Player safety is paramount, but I don't see any evidence reducing the game by 5 minutes actually makes anyone safer. And if 15 to 10 was important, why not 10 to 5? The best OT formats are the ones that don't change how the game is played. Basketball remains the same. Granted, they do reduce the time, but there's no ties allowed. Baseball, same deal mostly, so long as they get rid of that silly man starts on second base rule in extra innings. Keep the game and the time the same and just play football. That's the best way to handle overtime. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out the Terrible Podcast, myself and Dave Bryan, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.